A warm welcome to all the viewers to my YouTube channel, The Sports Punter. The objective of this channel is to enable the viewers to optimize their fantasy league teams, and I'll be providing a lot of strategies and tips in my YouTube channel. And as promised yesterday, this is going to be more of a retrospection of yesterday's game between Manchester United and Southampton. And as you can see on left hand side of my screen, I have won around 5,579 rupees in this contest. And as I told yesterday, my strategy is to set up 11 teams, which is the maximum for a single profile, into a single mega contest. So the entry fees was 33. So I set up 11 teams. So the investment was 33 into 11, which comes to around 363 rupees. And I finished third out of 40,000 people. You can see that here. And also, if you see the price breakup, the first rank gets around 2 lakhs. Second rank, drastically, the prize money reduces to 10,000, unfortunately. And 3 to 5 gets only 5,000 each. So, even though I was able to finish 3 out of 40,000, still I was able to get only 5,000 for that performance. But still, those things are not in my control. So, probably, as I have said earlier, uh, my target is to win the Mega League before the end of this 2019-2020 PL season. So I will be continuously trying to set up teams in order to achieve that target and create that perfect team. So if you have a look at yesterday's game, we had predicted Manchester United to win the game easily by scoring a lot of goals, and almost United won the game. And if not for the last minute header during the extra time or the added time, as they would say, United were really playing well and they deserve the 3 points. But the game is never over until it really is. So that's how it goes. So with respect to my performance, I had scored, my best team had scored 104.5 points and was ranked 3, whereas the rank 1 had finished at 106.5. In fact, there were a couple of guys who finished in the first rank. So the points, the point difference between myself and the rank 1 was just 2 points. So that was the difference between, say, getting 5,000 and winning 2 lakhs. So as I've always said, that's how minute the difference is. It's just a matter of 1 or 2 players that is going to decide how much you're going to earn. So in order to make it easier for you, I have tried to pull the data into an Excel and try to compare the return of investment calculation and what was the formations and the nature of the teams I had set up. So I'll just go through them. So if you have a look at the ROI calculation, I had set up 11 teams, and this is the order of the ranking which I completed. So the team T5 was ranked 3, the best rank, and the returns was 5,000 rupees. Whereas T4 finished at rank 52 and returns of 200. So you can have a look at them, T5 to T11. And as expected, we always said that the T11 was the most unlikeliest result oriented team because I had played for a nil all draw, which was not a possibility at all, but still I had to split the probability. So that's why I set up the T11 team. So T11 team didn't give me any returns. T6, T7 as well didn't give any returns. And if you have a look at T7 and T6, it was more like Saints winning. That is, Southampton winning was also having a less probability. So even though it was a draw, but still the combination of having 7 Southampton players had really let the team down. So I couldn't get the returns for those 2 teams as well. So in total, 3 teams didn't fetch me any returns, whereas the other 8 teams had got some sorts of return for me. Some were positive, most of them were like, in fact, 5,000 is a good amount actually. So a profit of around 4,967 when you consider that you had invested 33 for that team. So this is the return on investment overview. And the most interesting thing here is, let us consider this performance to be an exception, because at the end of every game you cannot win or you cannot finish in top 10 positions. But let's say that this T5 winning was an exception for today, and so I'm going to get this entry out from my Excel. Let's assume that I didn't, my T5 also failed along with T11, and it didn't yield any kind of points or returns to me. So I'm just taking this returns out 5,000. So if you have a look at it, it changed to minus 33, but still I had gained by 216 rupees. That means that I've invested 363, and even if I'm going to take that 5,000 out, because this is an exceptional performance, so I'm just taking it out, but still I'm profiting by around 216 rupees. So which means that while you are putting 11 teams, if you are carefully assembling the teams towards the probability of which teams will win, and if you're able to identify that and set up the team, even if you're not going to win big, at least you will win something, and it's more like you are taking a shot at the jackpot, but still you will not be ending up losing money. So that is the strategy that I'm following. So I will just replace the 5,000 there. I don't want to lose my 5,000 even in the Excel, so I'm just adding it. So it's so the total profit for this game was 5216 for me. And this again, this table shows the formation and nature of the teams. So I had set up teams in three different formations and distributed them across the different formations. And the most frequent formation which I had used was 3-4-3, because that's the attacking formation. Since both the teams are good attacking teams, one team really plays on the counter attack and the other team presses very effectively and efficiently. So it was always going to be a goal scoring game. So that's why I set up most of the teams as a 3-4-3. So if you have a look at the United winning teams, it were T2, T4, T5, T9, and T10. So every one of those teams had finished in green, which means that some way or the other there was a return. And in the worst case, probably I might not have gained anything, but I might not have lost as well. So that was how the match went ahead. And Saints winning T6 and T7 didn't yield me any results. Draw, and that's the interesting thing. And I'd put only one team for a draw in the, but I had kind of thought that it would be a 1-all draw, but still it was a it was a two-all draw. But still T3, if you have a look at it, had got me 40 rupees when I had invested 30 rupees. So it's a gain of 7 rupees. So that was the only team which I had set up for a 1-all draw, but unfortunately it was a 2-all draw. And if you come to the next formation, it's 3-5-2, and T1 and T3 were set up based on that, and it also yielded a positive result. And the 5-4-1, which was the most unlikeliest result which we were expecting, of a clean sheet draw, that also I lost my money. So that's how the performance of yesterday's matches can be analyzed. And now coming to the difference between winning and losing. So I've done a relative analysis with the winning team. So on the left hand side, you have got, as you can see, it is the formation and the players of the rank 1 team. So the rank 1 team, the player had set up a similar formation of 3-4-3, an attacking formation. And so what really made me to lose this top rank? If you have a look at it, he has got Matic in his midfield, and he had completed more passes, and hence he had got more points. But if you have a look at my team, I had Provese. In my team, he was attacking, he takes the set pieces. So most of the people would tend to take him, but this person has gambled with Matic because he was quite sure that probably what Provese wouldn't score. So that was the idea. So he had replaced him with Matic. and he had Ings instead of Greenwood. So I took Greenwood because he has been in a terrific scoring form. But that was not really a big difference because even Ings had scored the same number of points, 2.5 and 2.5 here. But the only difference is the 2 points between Ward Prowse and Matic, because Matic scored 5 and my player had only scored 3 points. So in the end, that was the only difference between myself and rank 1, and hence I completed in rank 3. But anyhow, I think this is the best returns for me in my entire history of playing Dream11 with respect to the Premier League. So as you have seen in yesterday's videos, I've told that with Liverpool, I tend to perform very well. Now, with the fierce rivals United as well, I've given my best performance by finishing rank 3 and winning 5,000 rupees just out of that. So, it kind of showcases the fact that my strategy is kind of working of setting up 11 teams and trying to split the probability across the different results and possibilities. So, today we have the Chelsea versus Norwich game. So again, I'm going to set up 11 teams with the same strategy, and I'll be putting up my team just half an hour after the lineups will be announced. So stay tuned for the next video. Until then, I'm signing off. Thank you.